Good morning, everybody. Don't forget, Sunday, 9:30, we got the big show. There's always something happening, let me tell you. Uh, Biggest coin giveaway on TV, if you use YouTube for TV, that is. Okay, I got to do the start clip. There we go. That's enough of that silliness. That's RB Area made that for me. It's a real nice treat. How's everybody? Let me set up my screen here because it's 8:30 in the morning. I got a good night's rest. I'm really happy about it. And I've been poking around on the desk, and there's just stuff everywhere, as usual. Look, I thought I'd talk about selling coins. We had the coin seminar weekend was this past weekend. Let me get this right here. And I talked about how to lose money when you're buying coins. Well, let's look at the other side and how we can make money selling coins. There we go. Feed the kitty. There's Bill Betts. Thank you very much. Yeah, we got a thing called the kitty. We got a coin that's going to be given away as a result of the big show. You have to watch that and tune in to find out what's going on there. But let's talk about selling coins. So many people are looking for a golden goose. They're looking for a windfall. There's a study that was done, a poll or something, recently on these millennials, these Generation Z, whatever the heck it is, the young people. And what is it? 48% of them, their retirement plan was to win the lottery. I won the lottery, did I tell you? Not just recently. There it is. There's my winning ticket. I got one number right. I got this one right, the Powerball. That's good for $4. So that'll retire me for about an hour or something like that. So, geez, if I just keep on playing the lottery, eventually I'll either be broke or wealthy. But chances are I'm going to be broke. I've been playing for years, let me tell you, and $4 is a big win. Don't rely on luck. You can. Let me get this. If you simply take charge of your situation, you can develop a pretty darn lucrative side income. It's not going to be overnight. There is no such thing as a get-rich-quick scheme. If you're looking to make $1 million tomorrow selling coins, you're foolish. You're deluding yourself. I don't know of a way to make $1 million tomorrow, or I would have done it yesterday, and you wouldn't be seeing me here today. I'd be at the beach. No, let's get rid of that idea. The best way to financial security, because we're not talking about being filthy rich and buying yachts and stuff. We're just talking about being able to, pay the bills, pay the rent, pay the mortgage, run the car, pay your car insurance, feed the kids, get new shoes when they wear out, get a flat tire fixed. That's what we're talking about. Financial security is different from striking it rich, because very few people strike it rich in coins. You do get the occasional story where, a couple of guys were digging in somebody's old basement and found a box full of gold coins. Well, you can try that, and good luck to you, because these come along, once in a great while. These wonderful stories. That's why they make the news, because hey, that's a wonderful story. You got to admit that. Geez, that's wicked nice. Did you see this thing? This is one of the coolest coins out there. I just thought I'd show that off. Let's see who's in there. We got a live chat going on if you're watching this afterwards. We see Trey's Treasure. This is a perfect show for him. There's Sin Delicious, good friend of mine, dear sweetheart. Bill Betts, Chris Garner, Jeff Dunn, a few more people lurking. You got one? Get another one. Yeah. What we're going to talk about is a way to develop a side income, because the best way, in my opinion, to get ahead in this world is make the attempt. You're not gonna develop a side business just watching people talking about developing a side business. You have to actually take action. And coins is a wonderful opportunity, because you can invest $20, $30, $40 in a single coin. Say, let's say, here's one. Here's a great example. There we go. It's a buffalo nickel. Happens to have 2 feathers on the front, which is kind of neat. You're able to invest a couple of dollars, or several dollars, or several $100s. Let me bring this over so we can see it. There we go. And if you know what you're doing, if you study these coins, now that's going to be a hard focus, I can tell you that right now. What's that cardboard? Here's some cardstock. And you can get these coins at really reasonable prices quite often. And if you find a really nice one that's special for some reason, you can, you stand and make a few dollars. There it is. And you're looking at the missing. Well, it was in focus. We'll put it under the little scope here. And you take a small investment and turn it into a bigger chunk of change. But we're not talking spending $4 and selling something off for $4 million. But you can spend 20 bucks on a coin and sell it for 25. Well, that's not too bad. You're working for $10 an hour and the government takes half of that. So, geez, if you can do it in an hour, that's not too bad. Here's the scope. What are we talking about with this one? This is a Buffalo nickel, okay? Just an example. Pretty decent shape, kind of wore out, not screwed up. I'd give it, let's see, what I got here. I give it very good, which is, pretty well worn. And it's a 1918. If we look up here, there should be a third feather right up here. Well, what's happened? This one was over polished. And it, removed that design feature of that third feather. We'll look at the back. Yeah, he's pretty well worn, not a whole lot of horn. You still have good separation of the letters, which is nice. Pretty flat back here on his rump roast. That's a 1918 S. All right, handy. Now I got that one for $15. That's not too bad, $15. The market value of this, I could probably realize upwards of $50 for this coin pretty darn easily without a whole lot of fuss, and 75 to 80 would probably be about right. Well, I don't know about you, but spending $20 and bringing in $80 is pretty darn good. You're not going to do it all day long. You're not going to do it every day. You're not going to do it every week, although it's kind of nice when you do. It happens on occasion. I've had some pretty nice treats. But again, it's not, tens of thousands or hundreds of thousands or millions or billions. It's, regular amounts of money, because not a lot of people have $1 million to spend on your coin. The fact of the matter is, most of your coins aren't worth much. Here we go. I got some dimes right here to show you. They're kind of pretty and all. They're mercury dimes, and these are good for melt because they have problems with them. Most people have all these coins and they say, what's it worth? What's all these coins worth? Not much. Very little. Maybe melt value. Some of these coins are silvered. Here we go. Let's look at these under the scope, a couple of them. See what the problem is. Most people's coins don't have much value. What do we got? There's a real nice one. Look how shiny that one is. Why is that one worth nothing? Geez, it's in beautiful shape. 1937. Great luster. Great detail. Let's look at the back. Oh, and it's been screwed up by a coin rolling machine. Look at that. They had these old machines in the 50s. They had a kind of a crank on the bottom, and you'd get this little pattern of damage. Once you have a damaged coin, you give it up, baby. That coin has gone down to next to nothing. This piece, this is good for melt. And what do we have to for melt? 12 times face, $1.25 on that dime. That's too bad. It's a real nice, pretty thing. All right, here's another one, 1940. What's the problem with you? You got to look at these coins and realize, oh, it's just worn out. Here, the rim is flowing right into the design. 1940 is a pretty common date. It may have been a mint mark. I can't see it now, but the detail is, it's just worn down to a nub. That's good for melt. People have these old coins. They want to know, what's it worth? Usually, not much is the answer. Right? If it was worth a lot, that person who gave it to you, your grandmother, your uncle, right, your grandfather, probably would have spent it and bought himself a yacht. I know I would. I don't have any kids, so I can get away with that. What, I'm going to leave it to my sister's kids? There we go. Let's look at the back on that one. Again, a common date, and we got some damage on the front that's going to take away a lot of the value. The old collectible coins, there's some damage right there in the middle. There we go. That's kind of gnarled up. Yeah, damaged coins quickly reduce in value. And something like this, a 1941 dime, it's not particularly old. They made hundreds of millions of them. I can actually go to a screenshot and show you how many. Do I have it up here? What's this one? What's this one? Coin collector checklist. Let me pull this one up, give you an idea of how common this one is. Let's see, there's mercury dimes. And we'll get over here. Geez, I haven't set up the screen. What we're going to see. There it is, mercury dimes. 1941. Right in here. Not the proof. There's a proof. But you're looking at 175 million of them were produced. And they melted down a lot of them. I mean, lots and lots. And you probably have 60,000 surviving specimens, which is a pretty good number. You like to see, you know, 9 surviving specimens, and you have 1. Then damage won't matter so much. Okay, let's go back home. I gotta set the screen up again every time I do this. Yeah, but most of your coins are going to be, you know, low value. They're good for 4 or 5 cents. What's this one? I got one right here on the desk. I don't know what it is. It's ooh, it's kind of shiny. It's got some luster on it. Right? It's an old wheat penny. People get really excited about these old wheat pennies. What's that one good for? Let's have another look. What's the date on that? It's ready? 1957. Circulated. They made billions of these things. This one's probably good for, you know, 4 cents. Really? Well, you know, it's not too bad. You can go to the bank and people pick through these rolls of pennies and they'll find some of these, right? You can find, you know, 10 to 12 of these wheat pennies in a box from the bank. Well, geez, you know, if you paid a penny and it's good for 4 or 5 cents, that's not too bad. And that's what we're talking about is, with a lot of these things. It's worth small amounts. These dimes are good for, you know, $1.25. And there's a few of them, right? But every now and then, if you know what you're doing, you can get these coins and pick them out, and you get that buffalo nickel there where you paid $15, and it's good for $50 to 75, right? Now you got those price lists. Where'd they go? I had one here. I'm not ready, but we can use this. Here's an advertisement on the back of Numismatic News. It'll tell you, you know, what are these coins worth, and you look at the prices and the grades and the values. Chances are you're not going to get these values, right? This guy's been in business for how many years? 500 years. He came over on the Mayflower, set up shop, and he's been selling coins for millennia, right? He's got collectors. He's got customers that have been dedicated to him for decades. He's got a professional experience. He's got reputation. He's going to get those. He's going to get the big dollars because he's built that reputation. If you're new, how many customers do you have right now? 0? Probably. Maybe 1. And that's your mother. She'll buy whatever you got. So getting top dollar, right, is going to be pretty tough when you're small, when you're new. What we're trying to do and talk about is getting started, because boy, it's hard out there. It's a cold, hard world, and you're going to wear a thick jacket because they're coming for you, and the whole world wants to shut you down. I can guarantee you that if you start a new business. But we've got the opportunity here to start on a shoestring. You don't need a whole lot of stuff. You'll need, let's see, padded mailers, right? Because you got to ship the stuff out, and they got these things up at the Office Max locally. If you want to, you can spend the $30 and get a couple of hundred of these things shipped to you. That's not too bad. And at some point, you may want to do exactly that. I get them by the 250 case, right? Real handy. A camera like this one, or that one, or this one right here, comes in so darn handy, right? If you want to get started, yeah, it's tough to do it for free. You might have the equipment you need. A lot of people have those cell phones, and they take pretty decent pictures. But if you want to get into it, you'll want to take a decent photo of the coin. The photo is everything on these coins. Right, there we go. Good, sharp clarity, focus, show the whole coin front and back, and make it focus. Because if your photo looks like this, ain't nobody going to buy that. Put a big price tag on that. It says $1. Huh? What are you selling? All right, let's get that into focus and see what we can do. There we go. Now I can see everything on this coin. Oh, wait. Look at it. Can you see it? This is not just a regular old penny. This one has a die chip right here between the B and the E. It's called the BIE error. It's a variety. It's a die chip is what it is. Let's see if we can get a focus there. That's kind of neat. And these are more collectible. You can grab bunches of wheat pennies. Bunches. They sell them by, you know, the 5,000 count sack. And you go through them one at a time and look for these little bits. And these are probably good for $1. Huh. Well, that's a little bit better than 4 cents. Just you can buy them for 4 cents, pick out a few and sell them for $1 because you got this little find. Okay, I'm going to have to stick that in a holder so I don't lose it. And where did my pieces of paper go? There's some. Yeah. I've been doing this all night. That's a 1957 BIE. Yeah, we'll save that. Okay, so you need cameras. This one was 50 bucks. This the little focuser, the little guy, that's probably a $30 bill. That's a USB scope, right? It's 2 megapixel, 1,000 times magnification. The big thing about this is that the vertical stand. Let's see, where's the home shot? Nope, that's not it. There it is. That vertical stand keeps the camera. This is the camera. Ta-da! It's got LEDs all around. Right? That keeps that camera, if I can get in there, perpendicular to the coin so I can get a clean, even shot so that this side of the coin is in the same amount of focus as that side of the coin. Same with up and down, because if you got that on a tilt, you can't get that thing to focus. Make sure if you get the camera, you get this thing. USB connectors, you can vary the lighting. You got that little dial right there. You can make it brighter or dimmer. Kind of handy when you got to notice stuff. And the photograph you're going to find is everything, because we've got the internet available and you can take a picture of a coin, post it on Facebook or eBay or USA Coin Book, or how about YouTube, huh? And have that coin shown all around the world to gazillions of people. There's a lot of them, I tell you, and sell it that way, right? Take the picture, put it online. You got to have other stuff set up, the accounts. You got to have PayPal. For that, you need a checking account. But without that photo, it gets real tough. The photography is everything in this. A good, clean, crisp shot. Don't show it like this. What are you doing? You know, you can take a perfect selfie in the bathroom. Believe me, you can take a good coin photo. There she is. There's Lizzie. That's the front of that spider dollar. There you go. Take 100 photos if you need to and pick out the best one, because it is the only thing you have to show off your coin, right? Put up the best couple of shots, the front, the back, maybe a close-up of the, some particular detail like the BIE. Look at the stinger on that thing. Jeez. That's a funnel web spider. Dope, dope, dope. Mean one. Okay, let me get everything in focus again. There. So we're talking about buying some coins for, 20 bucks and sell it for 25, maybe 27. Pretty good. It takes a little while to set everything up. You've got to have cameras. A computer comes in real handy, right? I don't know if you have one. A lot of people work with their cell phones. Hey, dude, I have a cell phone. I don't get service out here, and I never leave the house, so I killed off the cell phone. But this new generation, they love those cell phones because they can stare at that and walk into the street and get run up. Focus on what you're doing, will you? All of yous, and pull up your pants. Mr. Ken looks younger. I've been working out, Coin Hunter Lopez. Look at this. Yep, eating right, working out, taking that milk of magnesia. It's doing wonders. You really got to try it. Okay, cameras, computer. How about a printer? A printer comes in incredibly handy. You can print up shipping labels right at home. Somebody buys it, you've got PayPal. Let me flip this over so I dump it all out. There we go. We'll show off the one side. There. You can print up shipping labels at home. Right? This is a priority mail, $7.90, shipped to my address. But look, you get tracking. Tracking is key, right? If you're going to ship the coins because you sold it, I've had people stick them in envelopes, right, with a piece of tape across a coin. Then the whole thing just stuck to a piece of junk mail. Oh, God. I've got a video on how to properly and effectively pack coins. You might want to check that out. It's like from 2 years ago or something like that. Do jammies count? You can wear jammies when you do that. That's the best part on a mail order business, because this is what this is. It's a mail order business. You can do it in your jammies. Works for me. Hell, I don't even dress from here down. This shirt only goes, this is like one of those airy shirts that just goes down to my belly button. Yeah, there's no back to it. It's warm, it's Florida. Yeah. But that's what we're talking about. So if you want to operate a mail order business, there's some things you have to have. The equipment, yeah, you can spend a few $100s on the equipment. A laptop you can get at Walmart for $300. It'll do everything you need. You can get a printer at Walmart for $40, probably a little less. You need the ink, and gosh, that's expensive. What are they, $20 for an ink cartridge? And they last about an hour. Wow, you need like 2 inkjet cartridges to print up a shipping list. Are you fooling me? They're working on the inkjet technology, but they're making a fortune right now, so really, why make it cheaper? Wait for it, guys. They're getting up these refillable inkjet cartridges. So now you just get the gallon jug, pop the top off, pour it all over the desk, and hope for the best. Costco, absolutely, Sam's Club. There are places to get equipment. There are places to get these supplies. Office Max, Office Depot, Office City, right? Because you need, if you have the inkjet, well, then you need the printer sheets. Where are these? Like, oh, geez, look at the books. Cords, extension cords. What's that? There we go. There you go. So you have your shipping labels. These are what? A nickel or something like that? A piece. There you go. Just jam one of those on your shipping label. Well, you know, if it's $8 to ship or $7.90 to ship, and you got a nickel into this thing, I charge $8 shipping on something like that, and it pays for itself. Always look at shipping costs as break even. Whatever it costs you, that's what your customer pays. Because if you're charging more, they're going to know it. These people are not fools. Never underestimate your customers. They have a solid clue. And if they figure out that you're not really screwing them over, there's a good chance they're going to come back, because there's so many of these people on eBay. Oh, stop. Just, oh gosh. eBay's awful, I swear it. I spend all day going through eBay. All right, equipment, photos, the printers, all the additional supplies, mailing labels, padded mailers, right? Something like these priority mails, the post office will send them to you. Oh boy, that's handy, because then you get free cardboard. You can build stuff. You can chop them up and wrap your coins in cardboard and then put them in the padded mailer, and you've got armor when you ship your coin. So darn handy. You'll need to get a grip on how the post office works. A lot of times they will not take a package from your mailbox if it's over 1 pound. And first class mail, 1 pound is the limit. After that, you've got to go to the priority mail or ground shipping or whatever. But tracking is your friend. So try to avoid the idea that, hey, I can save money if I charge them $3 for shipping, and then take the coin and put some tape on it and stick it on some junk mail and drop it in an envelope and send that for a stamp. No, don't screw your customers. That's the first thing you're going to learn. But this is not really good protection for a coin. Now, here's what happens, right? Guy buys your coin, you put it in your envelope, and you mail that out the door, and he gets it. He says, aha, there's no tracking on that. Right? Over here, you've got tracking. So he says, hey, I never got my package. You got no way to prove that. He goes to PayPal, says, package never arrived. PayPal says, here's your money back. And then they take it out of your checking account. Did you save money by trying to use a stamp? Because that is probably the worst way to ship. Right? If you're going to ship coins, cover yourself. The customers will pay. They'll pay the $3 or $4 or whatever you're charging, or $8. They will pay that, because they also want to see when that package is coming. People are out there watching that mailbox. Geez, the owner of the mailbox ain't home, and a package just got delivered. Let's go check that out. Tracking protects you. Tracking protects the seller, because the seller can say, aha, that package is going to be here at 2 o'clock in the afternoon. I'll be here for it. People will say they never got them. I've had it happen to me. What are you going to do? I know other people it's happened to. When you see tracking, when you have a tracked package, they say they never got it. Tracking will say it went into their mailbox. Once it hits their mailbox, it's their problem. Okay? We trust the USPS and their tracking. It's usually pretty good. Sometimes they don't track it, even though you paid for it. That's another story. But once it's delivered, yeah, it's going to show up on tracking. So cover your butts. If you're not using tracked shipping, you are begging somebody to say, I never got it. They've got the coin, and now they got your money. So what are you doing? You're giving away coins if you're doing that. Same thing with locks. They only keep honest people honest. Well, there will always be wicked people in the world. Best we can do is put some protections in place, and tracked shipping is one of the best protections for the money. It tends to be a whole lot faster besides. And if you're shipping something of this size, you know, you're talking $2.50. I charge $4 for shipping, and if my actual shipping is less, by like $1 or more, I'll send them I'll give them a refund. It works out pretty well, and they know this, and they trust. It takes a lot of work to build that rapport with the customer. Finding them is hard enough. Keeping them is even harder. Getting them to come back and buy again. If you can do that, you've got a good chance. All right, what do we got? I got some more stuff on the desk. We got that buffalo nickel we spent. There it is. We got that one. We spent $15. It's good for however much, 50 to 75. Here's another buffalo nickel. I had picked up just a pile of buffaloes and had several of these that came out pretty decent. Okay, I'll use this one. I'll never clean up the desk. I'll probably lose this one. Here's another one. What you got here? It's a buffalo nickel, 1914. I got a full date on there. It's pretty well worn. I'd give this also very good. Okay. And let's get that under the scope so we can see what we're talking about. Scope. There it is. Focus, please. There it is. Okay, not a winner by any means, but that date of 1914, that's a great date. It's a nice early buffalo nickel. Even in beat up shape, this is probably good for $12 to $15. All right. Now, I got that in a bunch of nickels, and I probably paid, 35, 40 cents a piece. Well, that's not too bad. 35, 40 cents, and it's good for 12, 15 bucks. I have a gnat. Where? Would I ever sell unopened rolls? I've sold unopened rolls, but geez, there's so much good stuff in those rolls. Hard to stop. Hard to keep from opening it. All right. Well, there's a windfall, right? Cost me less than $1. It's good for 12 to 15, right? Book value says 17, but this has some issues. It's got a kind of a little spots on it and dig beside the eyeball. And it's not the best of shape, but it's certainly not the worst of shape, and it is genuine. It's got a good full date. There we go. A little ding up there at 11 o'clock. You got to pay attention to these when you're buying coins. Pay attention to the details, to the damage, because it's not helping your value any. But this one, yeah, that's decent. That's what you call a filler. And it's a nickel. There it is. All right. Now you could actually hunt down these coins on eBay, right? If you're going to sell, well, you need a source. You need two things. A source for the coins to come in, and a market for the coins to go out. So you have to put together effectively a jigsaw puzzle to make this all happen. The equipment, the cameras, the hardware, the supplies, that's just the background work, the side work. It comes down to knowledge and experience, and you gain that as you go. That's the best part. It was on the spider. Dude, this is Florida, and this is summer. We'll get an occasional bug in here. Fortunately, I have spiders all over the place, and they keep the place pretty much bug-free for the most part. I do like those spiders. Which one? I got a couple of them here. Look how pretty that is. What's that one? That's a 2 dragon. 1 ounce fine silver. Real slick. All right. Don't worry about the particular coins I'm showing you, be it a a buffalo nickel that's missing the feather, or a better date here, kind of lower quality but really inexpensive. Over time, you'll gain the experience you need to start picking out better priced coins, better deals. You start learning where to hunt for good values. Honestly, these are pretty good. These are more extreme, where this is $1 and it's good for 10. Typically, you can figure if you can get a coin for 75% of what you can sell it for, that's doing pretty darn good, right? A lot of people, I want to make $1 million. It's not going to happen. Ain't nobody going to buy a coin for $1 million. Nobody that we know anyway. There's like 17 coins out there that are worth $1 million or more. And I don't have one of them, and neither do you. Think for a moment that when people get this giant windfall of millions, hundreds of millions, they don't have the experience to manage that money well, and a lot of times it really screws them up. They buy these massive houses or super cars, and well, they can't afford the maintenance and taxes on that massive house or that super car. We're not looking to make you rich. We're looking to get you to pick up an extra $50 a week or $100 a month. And for most people, that's going to be enough to give them a big boost, really. What if I could sell these 2 coins right here and pick up, an extra $90, an extra $85, an extra $75 that'd be pretty darn good, right? Anybody here? Yeah, press 1 if 75 bucks would be a nice shot in the arm for you. I know it would for me. There's a 1. 1, if 75 bucks is, a nice, thank you. Ain't nothing wrong with a $75 bill. How many kids you got? Cindy's got like, I don't know, she got a house full. She got them in all sizes, and they got kids. I mean, come on. Yeah, look, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1. 75 bucks ain't too bad. Can you do it on 1 coin, 2 coins, 10 coins? You don't have to sell just the 1 coin at a time. Some people will take and put together several coins of lower value, because it does take some time to do the packaging, take the photos, get it listed, get paid. Then you got to package it up and ship it out. Sometimes you got to go to the mailbox. Well, there should be a minimum amount that you earn off these coins, because if you're buying it for 4 cents and hoping to sell it for $1, well, good luck on that, because it's tough to make $1. I figure about $5 is pretty good. So if you're going to put together some groups, right? Here's some groups of coins. All these coins for $10. Yeah, that'll pay 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. If these were not the melt grade, that might be a fair price of these. For this one, maybe $7 or $8 would be the melt value on this particular group. Well, that does 2 things. One, it gets me $7 or $8 on coins that are sitting on my desk doing nothing, right? Some people like melt. There's silver stackers out there. It works great, right? A lot of people would prefer a more collectible coin in superior quality and grade and condition, and they pay a whole lot more for that. But if you have coins on your desk you're not doing anything with, well, why not move it out the door and put a few dollars in your pocket? Okay, then we get into money management, right? The money comes in, and you say, "Ooh, boy, look at that, I got $75. Do you immediately go out and take the kids out to dinner and get yourself a new hat? A lot of people do. They celebrate every little success. Think of it as a long-term plan, right? You're putting together a business. You're putting together an enterprise, and you want several things. You want longevity. Persistence is the key to making good money. You can sell 1 coin and have a nice little field day, take a vacation, or you can sell 1 coin every day, and now you've got a good continuous shot in the arm. You have an income source. You have a revenue stream. Any gold? No, these are silver. I don't usually have gold around here. My specialties, I like copper. Copper's my thing. Everyone wants free shipping on eBay. Yeah, eBay is getting tougher. They want more customer service. So, you know, you sign up with this other program, they're going to promote you more, but you got to pay the shipping. Well, you have to jack up your price by $4. That's all that is. You know, I get you these 6 coins for what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 750, right? Plus shipping, or I can do it for 1050 with free shipping. It's just, you know, they're hiding the numbers in the prices. But it's either way, it's going to cost you the same amount of money, and you get the same coins. How's that going to work? Why copper? I like copper. It's beautiful. It's pretty. Look at this. Here's a neat one. There's a piece of history on this one. Okay, if I can get it out. There we go. Let me push these nickels off to the side. What you got here? There's a pretty piece of copper right there. This coin, this is a metal or a token. It's not really a currency. It's a piece of metal. It's brass. It's coppery. Has some tin in there. It's actually taken from the U.S. frigate Constellation. Back in the 50s, this old boat had some major renovations done, and they stripped it of metal. They had to replace much of the hull. Well, you got this copper band going around the hull because copper in seawater serves as a biocide. It stops the growth of, well, slows the growth of barnacles, and you get a lot of barnacles on the hull. It's going to slow down your boat. It's going to weigh it down. Yeah, it takes a lot more wind to push that boat through. So they took the metal, and, well, they fixed up the boat, but they also made a bunch of these coins from the parts of the ship. And let's put it under here. This is what the back looks like. There we go. So it's got great color and tone, and it's eye appealing. I'm a copperhead. I mean, you can get a piece of silver, you know, it's white, it's shiny. There's nothing wrong with it. Here's some old silver. It still can be white and shiny, but this takes on a life of its own. Okay, what do we got here? This coin struck from parts of the frigate Constellation, the first ship of the U.S. Navy. There we go. You get some cannon stuff over here, and there's a shield. There's that Union shield. You see it on the back of your penny. That's part of our heritage right there. In the front, you got great detail here. And these, if you're familiar with these at all, these typically sell for $15 to $20. Right? The date is 1797, which was when the ship was launched. There it is. This sits in, where is it, Baltimore Harbor, this particular boat. It's still out there. That's the USS Frigate Constellation. Then they got the Constitution, which is another frigate that's up in Boston Harbor. Yeah, they like these old tall ships. They make great museums. Okay, it's out there. I think the Constitution is still listed on the Navy roster as one of their warships, but it's got, you know, kind of a special class. It serves as a museum. So something like this, if you're familiar with what the coin is, you can get these for fair prices. I think I paid $12 for this one, and if I could sell that for $15, yeah, that's not too bad. I make $3. Not a huge amount of money by any means, but what if you could do that 10 times in a weekend? $30 is good money. You do it on a Saturday and a Sunday. It doesn't take long to get that $75. Everybody says, yeah, that'd be a big shot in the arm for just about anybody. But you got to take the money and put it back in, right? Starting a collection is one thing, but consider starting an account just for the coins. 100 or 200. You get the equipment, you get the cameras, you get the printers, you get the supplies, you get the coins, and you have an account just for the coins. You sell something, the money goes into that account. You buy something, the money comes out of that account. So you have the coin account, and it's separate from your personal house account, your household account, right? You don't dip in there because you need $5 to get, you know, a milkshake at Wendy's. It's complete separate entity. It's going to make it a whole lot easier at the end of the year to you know, take care of your bookkeeping and your taxes, because Once you hit that $600 income mark, the government says, oh, we want a piece of that for everything we've done to help you. They're going to want a piece of that. And there is no avoiding taxes, believe me. If you don't pay them, they will take them. That's how it works. You will be paying your taxes. So it makes every bit of sense to have a separate account just for your coin enterprise, right? Me, I've got a separate account, and about once a month I draw from that. I write myself a check, effectively, for about $500, and that's what I use now that it's over here in my personal checking account. That's how I pay my light bill and my maid and the guy who, trims the verge, and my chauffeur, and get an oil change on the yacht. That's my separate account over here. Gosh, I talk with my hands and I screw everything up. There we go. But I've got a coin account over here, and all it does is I use it to buy coins and to sell coins. Now, I can add money to that if I need to, right? And I can take money out if I need to. But for the most part, the money that I put in from my personal account over here is going to be separate. And if it goes in, it's one way, and once a month, right? Leave it. Don't be touching that to pay your light bill. Don't be touching that to pay, for a tank of gas. Your objective now is to build that coin account. Just keep building it. And if you can get it so that it's growing by a couple of $100 a month, now, once you get to that level, now you can take $100 a month out and give yourself a perk. But leave it alone and let it grow, because it'll take a while. You've got to learn that the processes, the finesses of marketing these coins and listing them on eBay or Facebook or YouTube or USA Coin Book, all these potentially different venues. There's a learning curve to it, and if you make $100 and then take it and spend it, you're not replenishing that coin fund, that coin enterprise. And then, it just fizzles down to nothing. So you've got to be able to manage that money. There's nothing wrong with selling a coin and taking that, quick. Geez, I need $50. I'll sell this thing off and call it good. But it's hard to sell a single coin. If you're going to do this, make a commitment to do it long term, even if it's only, 1 week in a month, because you spend the rest of the time with a family, right? 1 week in a month, you put that time into marketing the coins. People go to these coin shows. A lot of times they do one show a year, one show every season, one coin show every month. Think of it as a yard sale, except it's inside on a table, and you just fill the table with your products, with your wares. And once a month, you have a coin sale. You spend the rest of the month hunting stuff down to put on your table, right? Hunting for good deals, putting them in, putting your coins in holders, right? Getting them arranged in flips, right? Or setting them up in, say, binders, so you can set those on the table and people can browse them quickly and easily. So, I'm looking for this coin, because now you got a good collection to offer for the collector who may be buying a single particular date that day. So building stock is pretty darn helpful, right? But if you just have 4 or 5 coins, that wouldn't be too bad. I mentioned the $20 range as being about right to buy a coin at, because a lot of times you can find them where you can save $5 or $10 over retail price. It's possible, and let's say you didn't get full retail because you kind of knew, and still you can put $5 in your pocket. Well, if you can do that 4 or 5 or 10 times once a month over the course of a weekend, there's your $75, plus you get your money back to buy more coins. So maybe the stock for your enterprise is only a dozen coins. There's nothing wrong with that. Be picky about those coins that you're picking up, right? When you go to sell them, take the finest photograph you can. There you go. That's where the equipment comes in. If you have to take 100 photos, it don't take long to take a bunch of photos. You can make that happen. I love the coins with all the detail. There you go. There's a piece of copper here. We got stuff on this desk to show you. Oh, here's one. We'll have to talk about that one in a minute. That's a Big Mac nickel penny. What's this thing? Oh, then of course there's other coins besides silver and copper. This one is platinum. There's a neat thing. Now there are plenty of people who just buy bullion coins, be it silver, right? These 1 ounce 999 rounds, be it just maybe junk silver. There's nothing wrong. Silver goes up, silver comes down. Gold, same thing. This is platinum, and there's plenty of people who just get out there and buy stuff when the price is kind of low, and then when the price goes up by 10%, 15%, then they put their stuff on the market. Here's that one we're showing you here. What's this one? That's a 2002. There she is, Statue of Liberty. This is U.S. money, guaranteed. It has a face value of $10. It is a $10 platinum eagle. There's about 25,000 of these. Well, that's kind of a neat thing. If you can get these, a lot of times you can get them for $90. A lot of times you can sell these for $130. I don't know about you, but that's 25% net. You know, you're marking it up 30%. That's pretty good money if you can sell a coin and make 30 bucks. But you're not talking a $20 coin. Now you're talking a $100 coin. And they're kind of slick when they're like this. That one seems to have a spot on it. Those will happen over time, but the quality is wonderful. I won this from Mantic, so I can't sell it. I just look at it. There we go. So consider you build a stock level of a dozen coins or 20 coins, and each of these coins is in the cost you, $50 to $100, and you can possibly sell each one for a $20 net. Well, that wouldn't be too bad. Now it's all about how many you can sell in the course of that month or that week that you're focusing on marketing. So we have to have a place to sell. We can get the coins, that's great. You can scour eBay easily and find some coins that are of suitable quality. The camera quality is wonderful nowadays. People are taking better photos, and you can pick out the right coin for the right price. And a lot of times, you can find them at really good prices. They're few and far between, but they're out there. eBay doesn't really work for the small seller. Okay, seriously, they're going to promote these sellers that are moving product in volume, that are making eBay thousands of dollars a month, and that's not going to be the guy selling 4 coins, 10 coins per month. So until you get big enough on eBay that you have 1,000 items for sale, you can expect your stuff on eBay won't be getting as many views. It's not really that great a spot for new sellers, for small sellers. Well, that has the advantage if you're looking to buy, right? Because, geez, now you can find stuff, and this guy's got it for 25% below market value, and it's flawless. Click, and you can buy stuff. And there's a great source. But if you have a source, you want to have a market as well. So I'm going to take you over here real quick. Let's see, where's the screen? It's not up here. Let me get this loaded first. I've talked about this before, and Trey is in the chat here, and he's used it to effect, to good effect. Let me get this, move it over just a bit. It's the USA Coin Book, and that is the URL. Let me hit the copy. Where's the chat? I'll put that over here in the chat. There we go. USA Coin Book is the name of this one. Now, just like eBay, you take your coins, you put them up, the pictures, the price, you got your contact information, and people can buy your stuff right there, and they pay through USA Coin Book. Typically, PayPal works for everybody. And, well, you put up the best photo you have, describe it effectively, list how much your shipping is going to be. And the neat thing is they charge 2%. 2%. Now, there's another 3% for PayPal fees, right? But USA Coin Book gets 2%. eBay starts at 10%. What? 10% for eBay. There's 3% for PayPal. So if you have a net of 26%, eBay gets half. They get half of what you're making. Right. In this place right here, all they have is coins. Well, they got some supplies and some books, that sort of thing. But it's just a coin site. And 2% is a wonderful price. You can get started today, right? If you can take a photo that's decent, you can get started today. But be ready, because that first sale, that first coin you sell is going to show you everything that you need to catch up on. Maybe you don't have tape. It's going to tell you every possible deficiency in your system. Maybe you don't have stamps. Maybe you don't have a way to get from where you are to the post office to drop that product in the mail. Maybe you've got envelopes, but they don't seal. You'll figure it out real quick. Okay, here's a 1957 quarter type B, blast white. All right, $22. Let's have a look at that. That's a type B, all right. Handy. Great shape on that. What do you got here? Here's a 1957 proof quarter. Have you got one? This guy wants $13 for his. It's real simple. If you want to list your items on here, there's a simple form you got to fill out. And it'll have price, how many available, what are you doing for shipping, right? What's your return policy? Dude, if they want to return it, you take their money back. You got the money in your coin account. Always take returns for any reason. But you're going to inspect that coin when it comes in and make sure it's the same coin you sent out. And a lot of people say it's got to be in the same holder because they don't want to, the bait and switch. Let me show you here. Okay, somebody give me a coin. Here's one. This was from, this is from Dodger. This is going into the big show. You sell the coin, you send it out. Somebody says, I don't like it that much, and they send it back. You want to be sure that that coin that comes back is the same one that went out, because it's nothing for the guy sometimes to simply take that apart, put in a different coin. Maybe it's got a big gouge in it, and it has no value, and they keep your good coin. So when you open up returns, do it on camera. Protect yourself there. Real handy. There's 100 ways people will try to rip you off. Cover yourself. Open returns on camera, but by all means, take returns. If you don't believe in your product, you can guarantee the customer isn't going to believe in your product. In what year is this? In 30 years, I've had 3 returns, right? 3. And then I had that issue with the $50 that I sent to the wrong addresses. And, well, I just gave them their money back and said, keep the things. You'll be okay. All right, let's go back to the screen here. Screenshot. Now, Trey has used this to good effect. He's picked up some things at a good price and been able to market them effectively and pick up some dollars. Now, we're not talking huge money. I've sold a couple of dozen things on here, maybe a couple of $100, right? If I take that money out and spend it and get a new refrigerator, my entire business is shut down. But I keep that money in the system, right? Make $10, go spend $8. Well, then I keep $2, and I keep the cycle turning. I keep the coins in circulation. Because I'm circulating them not in public. I'm circulating them through my desk onto these sales venues. Here's a nice 1884 $0. Yeah. But you're going to pick your coin, and this is a neat one. Let's go to pennies, because pennies are wonderful. Let's see. Where the heck's the pennies? Half cent, large cent, small cent, Lincoln Memorial cent. Excuse me. If it's blue, it's because somebody has listed at least one. But you're going to find some where it'll start getting white lines. There's one. Look at that, 1984 P, the double ear. And they're suggesting a value of $240 in MS65. But there are none available for sale. That's why it's white. And I'm going to move the screen over so you can see that particular part. There it is. This is how many are for sale. How many are being sold. Well, if you have one, and that kind of gives you the only one on their site. So if somebody's looking for that in particular, You got it. Here's a 1990S with no mint mark. That'll be a proof coin with no mint mark. They have none listed for sale. Yep. Well, if you have the only one, can you get top dollar for that? Kind of handy this way. And there's others. Wide AM. This listing should not be here. I've talked to them before about that. Well, it's part of it. It's part of it. Here's a wide AM from 1999p. I think the price is over. I think the price is a little heavy on that one. But keep an eye out. They don't have any listings. What do you got here? A 2009S. That'll be a proof. They have none listed for sale. Really? Well, there's an opportunity. If you have a 2009S, birth in early childhood Kentucky, get it up there and list it for sale. It'll tell you exactly what to sell because nobody else is. Or it'll tell you that only 4 other listings are available for this 1994S. 4 available. Let's look at those. Here it is, 1994S. It's a proof. Okay, what do you got? Here's the competition. All of it. 1, 2, 3, 4. This guy's got $6, $3.50 free shipping, $2.50 free shipping. I guarantee that's going to come in an envelope with a stamp on it. Here's one for $8, $8, and that's probably going to be with shipping. So choose how you want it shipped. You can compare the coins side by side. Say this one is better than that one. Right? Well, let me tell you, if you have a 1994S and it's better than all of these, you'll get more attention. Can you get what if you have a better coin than what they have and you can sell it for $1 less? Now you're competing head to head directly, and it works. People go for the best coin for the best price. What you got? Anyway, they want 2%. It's easy to sign up. It's right up here. My name is Peavey. It takes 2 minutes to fill out the form. What's your email address, shipping address, all that stuff. Ain't nothing to it. Half a penny melt value. Let's think. That's right. And you can get started selling right now. Right now. It doesn't matter what you have. Right. Here's some what you got here. Nickel 3-cent pieces. Looks like they got a few dates missing. Wow, there's great opportunity if you have them. Oh, let's do half times. There's nickels. Half times. Seated Liberty half times. We'll see all kinds of blank spots there. Look at them. Yep, lots of them. Lots of them missing, and a lot of times only one item being sold anyways. Geez, so if you got half times for sale, there's a place to list them because they got a whole lot of spaces. Look at that. There's no 1860s. Yep. Well, keep an eye out and go from there. But how you present that photo is going to be what stops these people to take a better look. Because what else is going to make me stop and look at this coin? If I'm scrolling down, I want to see that coin nice and big and both there. There's a good picture. And then I'll look at that. Put up the best possible photo you have available to make people stop and take a look. There we go. Because the only thing to help you sell that coin is the picture of the coin itself. So, boy, doesn't that say take the best darn picture possible? Okay. This guy's saying it's VF, XF, thereabouts. The photo's good enough. You can probably come up with a grade. I'd probably steer towards higher end VF, but not quite XF on this one. But they should be good enough that you can check that it's authentic, that it's genuine. A lot of times you can scope it out and look for die varieties. That's where you can really make the cherry picks. Okay, we're going to get back to chat here. Set up the screen again. Well, there's Paula. Good morning. I thought I'd go on early without telling you. Okay. Yep, up-to-date prices. People can check the prices. Now those prices tend to be a little higher, right, than a lot of, say, Numis or Gray Sheet. Those prices tend to be a bit higher, but I don't see many people really flipping out about it. you can then go a little bit lower than their prices and, hey, draw some attention in. It's a handy site, and if you want to just get started, jump on it. Now I'm going to take you over to Facebook, and this can be tricky because we got all kinds of stuff. Oh, let's see. Here's a new one. Let's see. Let's find this one. Coin and currency sales and trades only. There we go. Let me just scroll through here, get the screen lined up. What I do? Screenshot. Right there. There. Coins and currency. Oops, stop. Sales and trades only. This is a Facebook group, and it's a vetted sellers. Now, we set this up a couple of years ago. This is me, Chris Rhodes, Jody, a bunch of other folks. And these sellers in this group have been vetted. We know who they are, right? They have not screwed anybody over. They're not putting up fake coins. They're not selling coins for exorbitant prices. These are vetted coins. And if you have some experience, you got to, first off, if you haven't been selling for a year, don't even try that. Don't even bother us. No, don't even get in here. There are plenty of other Facebook groups where you can sell coins, but it's easy. It works just like Facebook. Put up photos, tell people what it is, go from there. This guy's got what? GemVU 1960D RPMs, 4 of them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And he's got good quality photos. You can take a look, zoom in, blow them up. There it is. That's RPM number 5, all right. You see the big piece over here on the left. I got one of these somewhere. And people can bid on it. Now, here's neat. Here's neat. You have these things called 24-hour auctions. This is Ryan using it right here, Ryan Havoc. A 24-hour rule. People can bid down here in the comments. And when 24 hours pass without a higher bid, that auction is considered done and awarded to the winner. Lots of stuff sell here. What's this one? Dan Sherman's got a 24-hour auction. Looks like a 1970S large date, Proof 66 red. And let's see, he had a bid of 10, then a 12, then a 15, 16, 17. He can bump it, which is going to put it back up at the top of the page until somebody else posts something new. 17 is at $25 right now, and it has been since 11:17 last night. So if he gets no further bids, then at 11:17 tonight, Mr. Hernandez is going to win that coin at that price. What's he got here? 24-hour auction, starting bid of $10, shipping is $5. He takes postal money order or checks. You know, if you would take PayPal, show it, tell people about it. Wow, he's at $45 so far for this pile of stuff. Yeah. I don't know about you, 45 bucks for a bunch of stuff that's sitting on your desk doing nothing is pretty good money. Here's a 60D roll, original wrap roll. 60D uncirculated small date. What's the starting bid on that one? Nope, it's a bin. It's a BIN. It's a buy it now. Now, rather than auction, it's a flat rate price. Bunches of stuff. Bunches and bunches of stuff. And what's going to make you stop? What's going to make you stop and take a look is going to be that photo. Show me a good photo and get my attention so I stop and take a look, a further look at your coin. What's this one? Oh, wow, it's a Loch Ness Monster. Roar! That's a 1-ounce silver round. That's Barbara Villapando selling this one up. $9.99, fine. There she is. That's a Plesiosaurus. Loch Ness Monster, real or legend? There you go. Here's a Johnson Matthey bar. $23 bin. Okay. A little bit of everything in here. Oh, look. Bin 22. Barbara's got a 1-ounce funnel web spider. 2 for sale. Prices each $22. It's a funnel web spider. What's this? I got a little dark spot right here, right there. This is how easy it is to buy stuff. You ready? $22 a piece. She takes PayPal, checks, Facebook Messenger, or Venmo. Messenger is real handy because they don't charge anything. They have no fees. Well, I'm going to bin this unless it's been binned. Bin both. Bin both. There. I just bought 2 coins. So $44, $3.50 shipping. I've dealt with Barbara before. That's spotty. Here's some stuff here. Well, it looks like we're going to have some silver funnel web spiders coming up. That'd be good for the big show. Okay, let me catch up over here. There's home. Loch Ness Monster, about $3.50. Yeah, I like those spiders. They're wonderful things. That's one of the coolest designs of all time, I think. And they're popular. And they go for 25 bucks. So I'll get my money back for the big show. It works out great. Look, Facebook, all you need is a Facebook account. It's going to help you if you have a checking account, right? So you can take Facebook Pay, or have a PayPal account. So you can take PayPal, send out invoices. I beat you just by this much. I got 2 of them. You need one? You sent me this one. I could trade you one. Don't you have one? Paula sent me this one, and it's one of my favorite things. Dope, 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 dope. Did you see that? It just ran across the screen. There's a spider on my desk. Okay. Facebook's neat because you can communicate so easily, so readily. eBay, you can't talk back and forth with the people that are involved. USA Coin Book, yeah, it's got a private message system, and you can ask questions of the seller, or buyers can ask questions of you. Facebook, you get right on there and just type all day. You can tell stories, do your thing. What else do you have? What else are you interested in? There's a neat one, is following up on the sales. You have somebody interested in that. Well, what if you also had one of these? So you just drop a line, or you can tag them. You put their name somewhere in the, say in the replies, and draw their attention. Works out great. But what if you have somebody who keeps on buying buffalo nickels from you? Hey man, what are you looking for, buffalo nickels? And I'll see what I got. And let's just give them a good price. You don't have to make top dollar every single time. A lot of times it makes good sense to make a little bit less and keep them coming back for you. The investment in a customer who's going to keep on coming back is invaluable. You got yours from Paula. Paula's like she's a spider peddler, she is. Look at it. That'd be nice. Like that year design. I love them things. I like these. But you're going to develop a specialty over time. Maybe it's mercury dimes. Maybe it's silver rounds. Maybe it'll be buffalo nickels or wheat pennies. You'll develop a niche where you become more familiar with a particular product. Maybe it's going to be, say, proof sets, for example. Right? I'm really picky on these. You're going to find there are commodity items out there, such as proof sets, which, geez, they're all the same. They're all the same. You can effectively set up a roster where you have a buy price and a sell price. A lot of these are only going to make $1 or $2, really, but they've got to be right. This one, I don't like it. It's got some milkiness at the top of Kennedy's head. This one has been sitting on the desk because I ain't going to sell that. I'm not going to get no. I have a standards that I like to meet, and this one does not meet those standards. So I don't sell that coin. I eat that. Have a look at the back. It's wonderful on the back. The only real trouble with this, geez, the box is in good shape, but I got some cloudiness on the top of that Kennedy, and now I'm working on reputation. I don't want to put that thing out, for top dollar, because first off, it's probably to come back, so I'm going to be paying the shipping out. I'm going to be paying the shipping back. No, man, no. Don't sell junky coins. You're cutting your own throat when you do that. Hi all, I can't find that group. Any way to get a link? Which group? Coin. What the heck? We just changed the name on it. Coin and currency sales and trades only. You have to type that in. Yeah, just type that in. You'll find it. Maybe it might blocked. I don't know. I'm one of the moderators in there with Chris Rhodes. Coin and currency sales and trade. There's hundreds of them, dude. There are hundreds of them. There are groups on Facebook just for Buffalo nickels. There are groups just for wheat pennies. There are groups just for silver traders. Yep, and you can do trades. Geez, I got 50 pennies here. You got 50 pennies there. Let's trade. Because I got some dates that you want, you got some dates that I want, and just a bunch of wheat pennies. So you're looking at just working out that deal between the two of you. Okay, let's see. There, I can see that. What's under here? Oh, we still got that platinum. There are groups just for bullion trading, just for bullion sales. You probably want to get involved in some of those if that's your thing. If you have the coins, if you have the market, or if you have the sources, you can get more. You can replace what you sell with another. Well, geez, now it's just a matter of turning it over. And depending on how much energy you put into this effort, that's going to tell you what sort of results you can get. Look, I can't guarantee your success. Nobody can. A lot of it's going to come down to zeal, how much effort you put into it, how hard you put your time and effort into this, how much energy and focus, and how much gung-ho have you got, right? Chances are, if you're successful in other areas of your life, you'll probably be somewhat successful with this. It's a pattern. Successful people tend to be, pretty successful with whatever they do because they give it the attention it needs to become a going concern, become an effective enterprise. Okay, look, there is no magic path, right? I can't give you an exact plan on how to make, $100 a month or $1,000 a month or $50 a day. There is no such thing as a perfect construction plan. It all comes down to what you have, what you're able to do, how well you can service your customer. Gosh, really, that's it, isn't it? This guy's got the same coin here as I have. We got two coins from two different sellers. They're identical. Maybe it's proof sets, right? I've got a proof set. He's got the same date on that proof set. And a customer's been buying from me and from this other seller. Who's he going to go for first if they have the same product at the same price? Then it comes down to customer service. That is entirely in your control. You have total control over customer service. So get out there. Persistence, patience, dependability, all of it comes into play. And that's how you keep your customers. That's how you build a business. Whoops. But what do you want out of it? Do you just want to put in, 1 week in a month? That's okay. You can do that with this hobby, right? You can do that. It's wonderful. Dig this stuff out on a Friday night. Take the pictures. Get it listed up on Facebook. On Sunday, you go back through, send out invoices to everything that's sold. Pull down all the rest of your sales listings that aren't sold. And you're done. And that's the whole weekend. If you can make an extra, $50 or $100 for 5 hours of effort you put into it, that's pretty good money. You go out, you buy more coins, you do it again. Keep up with your supplies. So now you gotta, you might be going around once a month and checking your inventory. Let's see, have we got tape? Yup. Have we got holders? Yup. Have we got inkjet cartridges? Yup. Shipping labels? Check. Okay. It's a pretty simple business. There's not a huge amount of supplies. When you have, I had a diner, my supply list was 16 pages long. Good Lord, you got to have it all. Pre-soak, silverware pre-soak, yep. Bleach, yep. Sodium hydrochloride, yep, for the dish machine. Have we got toilet paper? Have we got hand soap? Have we got paper towels? Have I got parsley, oregano, basil, thyme, salt, pepper? Enough ketchup for all the tables. Have I got beans? Do I have soda, Sprite, Coca-Cola, root beer, orange, diet? Oh God, how many cups do we have? Because you can't run out of cups. There's an extensive list just for the supplies for something like that. This, you got to make sure you got like 5 things pretty much. You got mailers, you got holders, you got plenty, and I mean plenty of tape. Don't ever run out of tape. God, it is the lifeblood of this thing, just to, tape those envelopes shut. This is D. Reese. It's good to see you. That would do it, Silver Nitrate. In that, a lot of these groups on Facebook, you need to use your real name. You can't use a pseudonym or a company name. It's a bit more personal in some of those groups. If you use a screen name, a lot of times they're not going to deal with you. We want to know who you are. That's pretty darn simple. And if we don't know who you are, market your wares somewhere else. That's how that works. Every group has their own way of doing things, but you're going to find Facebook is a bit more personal than eBay, where your seller name is E1412XLQ. That's a seller name? Huh? Who are you buying from? Facebook makes it possible to build that connection because people know who you are. No better way to build trust than to give people good customer service. And if that means you have to use your real name, I can't think of any reason why you wouldn't use a real name. You got all these channels out there, silver gurus, silver junkies, silver beaters, silver hustlers. My name is Ken Peavey. On Facebook, they know me as Ken Peavey. On USA Coin Book, they know me as K Peavey. You put a clad coin in silver miners? What are you thinking? Oh, they hate that stuff. What's in the envelope? Oh, did I show you this? This is my baby right here. I gotta get into this. This came in. Paula picked this up for me over in Carson City the other day. Carson City, they took the original press, right, that was used at Carson City to make all these Carson City coins, and they made a new one, right? This one is dated 1870. Here it is. Okay, and it's a Liberty seated $50. No fooling. There it is. There's the original press. I actually got to watch them stamp this thing. And it's a new die that was created. They ran 200 of these the first day. This is number 157. Shay has number 158. And it is an 1877 Carson City reproduction in proof. So it says copy right across the front. Let me bring it down here. Oh, this is a peach. No, that's not it. Here it is. Let's see if we can show this here. That is an 1870 seated $50, made with modern engraving technique. It is a copy. It is $9.99 silver. Is that right? I have to check that. Let's see. $9.99 silver. That's right. That's Nevada silver. Because the mint is now Nevada State Museum. There's a CC mint mark down there on the bottom. It's gorgeous. Now the next day they continued the run, but they put in different dies. And what was the limit on production? 3,000 is how many they're producing, and that's it. There would be no more. I'm pretty stoked. That's my baby of the week right there. And it's got the signature of the mint engraver. And this guy used to work for the U.S. Mint as an engraver, and he prepared the dies on that. My name on Facebook is David Carlisle. Says David Carlisle. Seriously, what are you hiding? It's no problem to have a good name. Silver Nitrate's a perfectly acceptable name. People on YouTube tend to stick with their screen name. There is a little bit of confidentiality and anonymity with it, and there's nothing wrong with that. Some people need that in their lives for whatever reasons. Bad neighborhood, ex-wives, the mob, take your pick, man. There's nothing wrong with anonymity, but on some of these Facebook groups, we dispense with that, and it becomes personal, so we know who you are. It's just the way of doing things. Well, that wasn't cheap, Bill. We'll probably put that in a big show for, a few bucks. The mob. CJ's got trouble with the mob. He owes them a lot of money, so he goes with CJ's Coins and Crafts. His real name is Oscar Cobblepot. Did I just call you out. And, oh, sorry, man. They'll be coming for you soon, I can tell. Look, there's nothing says you have to make the leap to selling. It's a natural extension of the hobby. You know, you got 17 of these coins. You only need one to fill that collection. So what do you do with the other 16? Selling is a natural extension of the hobby, but it's not for everyone. Some people just can't handle stress. That's okay. It's understandable. Some people don't know how to do it. Geez, you know, this is a sort of thing where the attempt, just making the attempt, is going to be enough to produce some results. And if they're good results, a lot of times that's enough to keep you going. But if it's not your thing, that's okay. Some people don't want to bother with the hassle of keeping track of all the inventory, all the stock, taking good pictures, getting the equipment, the cameras, the scales, the loops, the computer, the printer, all the cable, getting that worked up. Then you got the checking account, the PayPal account, the Facebook account, the YouTube account, the USA Coinbook account, the Venmo account. What? Dude, it's okay. Do your thing, whatever your thing is. Nobody says you have to do this. I'm just saying if you do, let's talk about that. Christopher says, I use my real name here and everywhere. I got nothing to hide. Good man. Yeah. Well, there's plenty of reasons to hide a, maybe you're selling some really, really valuable coins. Then it makes sense, you know, for security reasons. You don't need them kicking in the door. I've got security in several places around the house, so come on, baby. Come on in. I'm waiting for you. And Bill has a Facebook coin page. I've seen it, Bill. Bill, why don't you, can you post a link to your Facebook coin page? Yeah. And it'll say, like, Bill 457's Facebook coin. Is that, I think that is the name of it. Yeah. I see it. It pops up every now and again. Man, he just likes to show off his stuff, and there's plenty of it. So if you do go forward with this, you know, take your time, come up with a plan. What is it exactly that you want to do? Do you want to sell $100 of stuff, you know, in this particular weekend, say 2 weekends from now? Planning really is the way forward with this. You can't do it out of desperation. I got to make $100 right now. That's where mistakes come in, and you want to avoid mistakes. Take your time, be deliberate, have a plan of what you're going to sell, you know, on next Friday night, and where you're going to sell it, be it USA Coinbook or a Facebook group, or do it on a live show just like this. Be deliberate and have a plan, because if you're acting out of desperation, you probably are going to make mistakes, and you'll not get the best dollars you can out of these coins. But have a reason, have an objective. I want to sell 10 groups of coins, and here it is. The first group is going to be, you know, a bunch of these dimes. The second group is going to be, you know, this batch of whatever. This is the second group of coins, 3 for, you know, for this price, and have the photos ready. And the next batch of coins will be, say, a bunch of brilliant uncirculated wheat pennies of different dates. You don't have to have a date run, you know, every coin from 1909 to 1958. You don't need that. You don't have to sell complete sets and only complete sets, because most people don't have complete sets. A lot of them are looking for a particular date. So do you put them all together, or do you do them one at a time? List what, that's okay too. But if you're doing it that way, you might want to mention the fact that you offer combined shipping. Remember I talked about that? I've seen sellers, they have one coin at a time, and it's $3 shipping. And if you buy another one, it's also $3 shipping. Huh? You're paying $6 shipping, and you know for a fact you're going to put that in the same darn envelope with a tape across both coins and spend 50 cents. Huh? Combined shipping. Think of it as an administrative. It cost me $4 for shipping, right? It cost me $8 for shipping, right? There it is, $7.90. That's what I'm going to charge the buyer, and I'm going to cram as much as I can into that package. As long as it will fit, I'm okay with that. And I start at $4. Most of my stuff runs about $3.50 to $3.78 for shipping. All right, that works for me. If I get a single coin and it's shipped across the state, that's probably going to be about $268 is what it'll cost me, and I'll give the guy a refund. But don't soak your customers, because if you're taking shipping for this one and shipping for that one, they're going to call you out on it. They're going to stop coming back. They're going to go shop at the guy who does offer combined shipping. What are you trying to do? Make an extra $3 for that? Another one, if you're doing PayPal, use goods and services. PayPal would charge you 30 cents for each transaction, and they also keep 3%. So on a $10 sale, they make 60 cents. Well, a lot of people will say, you can pay friends and family, because there is no fee to send money to your sister, right? But if you're selling a product, you'd better do it, or they're going to cancel your PayPal account. Not only that, they're going to hold your money for a little while. For 60 cents, if you need 60 cents that badly, sell more coins. If you need 60 cents that badly, get out there, walk down the street, and pick up cans. All you're doing is screwing yourself. You're just handing yourself failure. You're saying, I don't want to do this. I suck at it. You know, I want to make an extra 60 cents on this $10 sale, and I want to be shut down. If you're going to do it, protect your system. Protect that. They're going to let the customer pay with a credit card. That's worth every bit of 60 cents. Don't worry about the 60 cents. If it is a problem, don't take PayPal. Take only money orders, right? So you sell it, and you wait and wait and wait for this guy to send a money order, and it takes a month to get here. And when it gets here, it's from a different bank than what you have locally, so you deposit it in your bank, and it takes another week and a half to clear. Then you can ship it out. But he's been saying, where's my stuff? Where's my stuff? For 3.5 weeks. Is that the answer? No. PayPal, instantly. Now, the first few sales that you have on PayPal, they're going to hold it back for a couple of weeks, right? So if you got to have the money, again, desperation is not the answer, because it does take a couple of weeks, about 2 dozen sales, 2 dozen transactions, and then when you make it, you got your money. I mean, right now, it's quick, it's instant. They pay. I can have it in my personal checking account, and then go stick my card in the ATM and get that money and have cash in my hand in 15 minutes, right? Cindy says, I want to make a few sales and put the money back into the hobby. That's a lot of what people do, right? They don't do it because they want to have a side business. They want to use this as a way of building the hobby. You can let the hobby take care of itself. Here's a bunch of dimes. They're beaters. Somebody will. I save these up. I got a guy that comes through every now and again. He takes all my junk silver. He pays melt. Doesn't matter what it is. Doesn't matter. It's got a hole in it. It's good for melt. And he pays melt. So this stuff kind of stockpiles. And I'll sell this stuff off. This is a guaranteed sale. I don't make much. I might make, 15 cents on all these. But it's sold for sure. But I'm able to take that money and put it back in and keep the ball rolling. Some of these coins, if you're trying to build, say, a set of Lincolns, you can come across good quality Lincolns that of good quality. You buy it and put it in your book. And then, a few years later, you buy a better one. Well, what do you do with the old one? You went from a VF to an AU, when you know that coin that you're replacing is good for $10. Well, what do? Well, sell it off. Well, you build 2 sets, but you sell off the worst one. You keep the best, and you got $10 to put into that collection, so you can get the next best coin for your let the hobby take care of itself that way. You deleted your real name on Facebook. They'll probably let you start another Facebook account. People do it, man. It's not a bad idea, really. If you have 2 Facebook accounts, you got your regular one that you use, and then you have another one, and use that to view your sales listing. It's kind of a way to check it, because sometimes what I see on my page is different from what you'll see on your page. And it's kind of nice to be able to check and see what are the people seeing, and how does that, is it going to help me sell my coins? Well, that's up to you guys, how you work Facebook. But Facebook, they don't take a commission at all, right? You can get to know these people. A lot of them are the people you see in the chat right now. Just regular people talking coins. And you have these groups where that's all you do is talk about coins. There's Bill's link right there. I'll take it to Bill 457's page on Facebook. He's got a little group just for that. And he shows off his stuff. And he's got plenty of it. But Cindy's got a great point, is sell a few items and then put that back into your hobby. Would it be nice if every now and then you have a sale of, 10, 20 items, maybe just 5 items, because you want to get some old stuff out of your collection, and you've been saving up towards, a better 1909 S Lincoln. Well, geez, if you sold that old stuff, that would pay for a decent 1909 S Lincoln. So you're able to use the hobby to further your collection. There is nothing wrong with that. It's a beautiful way to do it. Yep. My father used to fish. Right? He'd go out and get trout. He had a boat, a couple of boats. They had reels, fishing rods, and well, they more hunted. They did downrigger fishing, so that pole goes out, and they got a weight on the line, so the line goes straight down, and then from the weight, that's where the line continues out at a particular depth. So they got the sonar there. They look at that, say, yep, there's the fish. He's at 27 feet. So they crank the ball down to 27 feet, and they put the bait, right, because they get the piece of bait or a lure, they put the bait right in front of the fish's head. Dude, they said, get in my boat. There's a fish. They're gonna they can put it right in front of them. Have it swim by them. Reel it in quick. We got a bite. Really particular fishing. But he never sold a fish. Man, we ate the hell out of those things. We eat so much fish. It'd be a sink full of fish. Everybody would come up. My father's got 5 brothers and sisters. Everybody come over. Friends, neighbors, cousins, people you didn't know. I smelled fish. I came in. And we'd just feed everybody fish. Lord, we'd have the beach packed with 30, 40, 50 people. And everybody's stuffed. And, hey, man, we still got some fish left. You want to take these home? Yeah, because there'd be so much fish. He never sold the fish. But imagine if he did, the kind of reels and boats and downrigger equipment and side scanning radar fish detectors he could buy if he'd done that. Ken, what about YouTube auctions? It takes a while to develop a channel to the point you can conduct a viable auction. If you're going to have an auction on YouTube, you probably want to have an audience of 20 to 30 people. Is about where it starts to be viable. If you have less than that, you're probably not going to get good bids, and you're going to suffer for it. I know Robert Lawson does it. I'm a customer of his. Yeah, Robert's a good guy. I've never had a problem with Robert's coins. I got some pennies here from Robert. You'll never get bad coins from Robert. Right? He does auctions. Let's see, Wednesday, most Fridays. I guess it's his wife's birthday, so we took off for a while. But auctions, I've had them on this channel. You probably want to have 20 to 30 people at that auction. Copper Coins had one last night. Who's coming up? CJ has one coming up tonight, where several people are getting together for a single sale. So some people that don't have enough customers, enough viewers, can get with CJ, and they do a live stream with several sellers able to market their wares. It works out great that way, because a lot of people don't have a YouTube channel to speak of. They don't make videos. They don't have subscribers, maybe 1 or 2 people that they know. Geez, if you're going to do that, you want to have an audience. That's why the Facebook groups work out so well, because some of them have thousands of people in that group, and people are going to see your coin. If nobody sees your coin, it's not going to sell no matter how good the picture is. No matter where you buy your coins, know about the coins and values before you buy. Absolutely. You see it all the time. Hey, I got this for $50. Did I do okay? Where'd that one guy go? Where's that one coin? I like this one. Here it is. I got that for $50. Did I do okay? Because it says Bitcoin's worth 7,500. No. Before you buy the coin, know what you're buying. We talked about that. Go see Saturday's show, How to Lose Money Buying Coins. There's plenty of it, man. And I could do 10 more shows like that and not cover the same subjects. Yep. Good morning, Bradley Height. We're talking about selling coins here. There's Cindy. Oh, no, really. A guy had a picture of a Bitcoin, one of these, right? Is it, how much is this? Is this really worth $7,500? No, God. This is a cop around. It's good for, $2 thereabouts. It's pretty good shape. That helps. But Bitcoin is actually electronic currency, and there's a whole lot behind that. It's nothing to do with coins or anything tangible. Oh yes, then you get into the auction and how to bid appropriately. A lot of people get into these auctions and they're bidding on a coin, and one guy bids $5, the next guy bids $6, and then one guy bids $7, this guy bids $8 and $9, and they're not bidding on the coin. They're bidding to beat the other seller, to beat the other bidder. You see that a lot. eBay, the way that's set up, you have a time limit. And time limits allow people to come in at the last moment, right, at the last second with a bid that beats everybody else because there's not enough time for another bid. Well, if you're the seller, time limits on auctions, that doesn't really work because they can just say, oh, $8, boom, sold. But if you're the buyer, it works pretty well. And eBay, well, geez, it would then favor the buyer. eBay favors the buyer, no question about it. If you're going to buy coins, eBay is a good place to do it. If you're going to sell coins, eBay ain't the place. Go figure that out. For small guys like us, you, me, everybody else over here, where we don't move a lot of coins out, eBay's really not working for us. You need to move thousands of products. It's a full-time endeavor keeping an eBay store going at this point. But there's plenty of places for regular hobbyists such as you and me where we can sell 20 coins or 30 coins in a day. Be it a live auction or listings over on Facebook or, geez, USA Coin Book. There's no limit to how many items over there you can list. Just keep on listing till you list them all. And there are people with thousands of items listed for sale. Well, that's kind of neat because then it works out that there's some regular sales over there. I've been up for 4 hours already, says Uper. My husband needs to go back to work over the road. He works on roads, I guess. I guess he does paving. Is that what it is? I don't know what he does. He's never home. Yeah. But when he is, you never hear from Uper girl. Yeah. Misplaced Uper. Amy's changed her name. She moved from Wisconsin down to Texas, where the grass is green, the air is warm. How warm was it today? Yesterday, Uper, about 107. She went from snowbanks 14 feet deep in August. He's home and gets up way freaking early. Just put a pillow on his head till he stops kicking. 101 in the shade. Oh, you poor thing. It'll take a year to use that. When I moved to Florida, I didn't leave the house I didn't even leave the house. You open the door, that wall of humidity just crushes your soul. Don't even leave the house. Get an air conditioner, pour water on yourself, and stand in front of it naked. That's all you can do, man. 101 in the shade. Gosh, that's awful. Okay, guys, look, we'll talk about more of this later. I thought I'd get on because it was early in the morning. Nobody else is on, and I got all this stuff on the desk, and I've been itching to talk about this too. But it works well with Saturday's show. Amy has become Bob the Builder. She got a fixer-upper, and they are tearing it up. You can follow Amy over on Facebook too. She's got pictures of this place, ripping down walls, right? One day she's got a picture of leaky pipes just sticking out of the wall, right? And the next day you get a picture, there's no wall, no pipes. And the next day, you got pictures of the wall, the sheetrock, and fixtures. Works out. And then the next day, it's a picture of the cat in the bathtub trying to get out. Yeah, she's tearing it up. Good luck with that. That's a good fixer up. I've done a lot of work on this place. A lot more work needs to be done. The stairs are giving out. There are 3 doors in the place. One over here, one right here, one out the back. So keeping up with these stairs is always a chore. I keep a stack of lumber just to fix, just to keep fixing stairs. Cut another board. I cut one of it 3 times and it was still too short. I would get a look at that. I think I'll just change the size of those. Bill Betts says, I enjoyed the subject. Thank you, Bill. Thank you for your donation, your PayPal. That always comes in handy. I don't make much on the videos, a couple of dollars, maybe. We keep putting out more videos, and hopefully one day they'll come over and we'll get thousands of views, and life will be good. So hit the like button if you liked it. If you didn't like it, hit the dislike button. I don't care what you do, but hitting either is better than not hitting any. And if you like this sort of thing, well, come back and see more. So subscribe. And sometimes we go live just spontaneously, like we did this today. And well, click that little notification bell so you can see. Ah, Ken's live. I better get over there. Do his thing. 4 thumbs down. That's right, baby. We got 'em. We got 4 views. I make more money from thumbs down than I do from selling junky silver. Isn't that great? Okay, guys, you stay groovy. Get any questions? Ask them. We've got Thursday night Q&A coming up. Let's see what today's Wednesday. CJ's got his combined channel sale and auction. Tomorrow is Friday. No, Thursday. We got Q&A, and this will be on Paula Bloom's channel. We change channels from time to time because nobody makes any money, so we gain exposure for ourselves is how that works, and we rotate from channel to channel. Tomorrow the Q&A will be on Paula Bloom's channel, and you can send photos. Where's that email address? I got it on a piece of paper here, I swear. It's gone. Check my coin at yahoo.com. Send in your photos, good, clear, upright photo, both sides, and close-up of the area in question. And, ask about your coins. We do that all the time. And you got to learn StreamYard, so we'll play with Paula in StreamYard. Probably all day. Get in there. It's fun. Friday, what's happening Friday? Robert Lawson has his sale. Is Copper Coins doing something this Friday? I probably need to do a sale because there's more stuff here than I know what to do with. So I could do a sale on Friday. I've done that many, many times. Friday Night Madness. And let's see, Saturday. And Paula needs to do a sale. And she wants to do a sale on my channel because I've got a bigger viewership. And we could arrange that. Saturday, is Mantic back to live or is he still on sabbatical? We're waiting for that. He was actually on last week for the Coin Seminar Weekend. Who's moving? Where they moving to? No, he is moving. We'll find out shortly, I'm sure. Then Sunday, of course, the big show where we give the biggest package away in the history of mankind. Cindy made it to 500. Congratulations, Cindy. Chuck is moving. Okay, that's right. He's going to He's going to Carolinas with a banjo on his knee. Well, good luck with the traffic. Hopefully there's no hurricane. It'll shut down the south of Florida. Okay, guys, I'm out of here. You stay groovy. We'll see you later.